There's the fawn, where you have a red light and a trauma reflex. The trauma reflex is usually if something happened to one part of your body and there's a collapse with the red light, you rotate usually. You're kind of off center with yourself. The pelvis and ribs kind of shift off center. Your voice may become more quiet, or emotions tend to be subdued. The breath tends to be very tentative. This is kind of like stay agreeable, avoid danger body that we can take on. So each one of these survival modes has a reflex in the musculature. The posture is simply the map of where your nervous system's been living for a long period of time. But here's the cool thing, is maps can change. You can rewire them. And survival states don't necessarily reset automatically. And the reason why is the threat at the time it went into you wasn't completed. Your body wanted to fight, to flee, to cry, to resist, but it couldn't for some reason. And you never got the all clear signal, so the system stayed on guard. Remember, it's very primitive. If you watch an impala, and I lived in Africa for many years, I've seen this. You watch an impala being chased by a lion and it gets away. It goes into this like massive shaking, stress release, endorphin activated muscle reaction. And it can do this sometimes for a couple of minutes, just looks like it's having spasms. And then it passes. It's worn off. All of that, and it goes back to eating grass like nothing happened, like it didn't just run for its very life. We have lost our ability to do that. We don't get all clear signals, especially as children where there's so much coming at us. So our systems stay on guard, and then chronic stress becomes the baseline. So yeah, it's an amazing nervous system. It adapted very efficiently to what it perceived happening, but it wasn't helpful. And those reflexes then become habits. And the muscles have learned to hold before you realized and learned how to feel and let it move through you. So the sense of deep safety becomes unfamiliar, like you can't ever quite let go. And often even dropping into a calm state can feel unsafe, like you really can't stay there, you got to get going, because it's not what your system is expecting, it's not the habit. So at the root, this is why traditional stretching, strengthening, posture correction all fail in the long run, because you can't override a survival response with willpower. You have to work with the nervous system, not against it. So that's what I want to do next, okay?